John, let me know when I'm live.
I will.
Because it says it's live. And it says I am live. I'm live. Do you remember the fruit punch drinks I went?
Just wait. It's okay. We'll get that.
You live? I feel like we should be live. If we are live and we don't know we're live, welcome. I am going to be doing
Amy's in the house.
Amy's in the house. Hi, Amy. So we are live. Hi. Welcome. Hockey's in the house too.
Barking dog. Couple children. Pecan. A couple of ways.
Wish us luck. This is the third take of Humble Nut Butter with Crafted live stream. I would say episode number 2 was a bit smoother.
Yes.
Then take 1 with sun-dried basil cashew.
We got some feedback. People would like to see the product more. So we got an interesting angle that we're working with here.
Yeah, I want to be able to like show the chopping and the things going on.
Yeah.
But
lots going on this table.
It's just weird to have my head cut off.
That's true. So I'm going to be the guy kind of doing that.
Yeah,
right?
John
we got a limited frame.
John will play cameraman. We have the children hopefully occupied. Yeah. So.
And this is the flavor of nut butter we're working with tonight. Turmeric Maple Pecan. We'll tell you all about this guy here. You'll see more of this.
All right. So, if you've joined us for the past couple episodes, it's basically an excuse for me to make dinner, which is great because I have to do that anyways, right? So, John, was it last summer you got in touch with Chef Yu Vang?
Yes.
Tell the wonderful people out in the stream-averse who Chef Yu Vang is.
Chef Yu Vang is fantastic. He's based in St. Paul. He is the owner, operator of Union Mum Kitchen. He's also opening up a new restaurant concept called Vinay.
And Union Mum Kitchen is kind of like a permanent-ish food truck with what craft brewery in town? Or Sociable Cider Works?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, he's based outside of Sociable Cider Works in Northeast Minneapolis. He's got an incredible press. Don't mind the barking dog.
It's okay. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. Bon Appetit has written about Chef Yu Vang, New York Times, I believe Food 52, probably some others.
So he's kind of fancy.
He's kind of fancy, but he doesn't act like it, which is cool.
Long story short, John got in touch with him last summer, and he went to Whole Foods shortly after we launched Whole Foods in summer of 2020 and bought some of our product and made a really delicious sauce for spring rolls. And I love the sauce so much that I'm kind of riffing off of his idea, and I'm going to attempt to triple the recipe, which is linked on our website, and I can make that more prominent if people, or help you navigate to it if people are having trouble finding it. But I'm going to triple his spring roll dipping sauce, and we are going to have it on a cold noodle salad with salmon.
You can't do this with your grandma's peanut butter. You just can't. You could try, but it'd be such a pain in the neck. And you'd have to add so much stuff to it, and then you'd be frustrated. We've done the heavy lifting. This thing is packed with flavor, okay? We source our pecans from a family farm in Oklahoma.
Shout out to Miller Pecan.
We also use turmeric, as you may have guessed, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg. They're all certified organic herbs and spices.
And truth be told, so we actually tweaked the name of this product. The original name of this product was Spiced Maple Pecan, but through feedback at farmers markets and tastings, and people were confused. They thought it meant it would be spicy and hot, not like warm spice. So we felt like, given that turmeric is the kind of biggest, boldest flavor in the spice blend, that we kind of just clue people into the flavor profile up front and let them know kind of more what it's all about. So in addition to the turmeric, we have some ginger, some coriander, some nutmeg, so all the really like warm spices. It has kind of, I would say, a curry flair to it, but not specifically curry, just kind of an essence of. So people really love this one. It is a savory sweet play, but it's really versatile. Another chef in town that we connected with through our time at the farmers markets, Beth Dooley, who's awesome, she called this the gateway to savory nut butters.
And if you're not familiar with Beth's work, she's a James Beard winner. She wrote, co-wrote the cookbook, The Sous Chef, alongside the sous chef himself, Sean Sherman. They both won a James Beard Award for that. Chef Sean Sherman has done incredible work for the homeless community here. They've got an outpost inside Midtown Market, and at one point during the height of the pandemic, they were serving hundreds of people meals for free every single day. His new restaurant's going to be opening up at some point next to Mill City Park, right in the heart of downtown Minneapolis. But if you're looking for a gift or a cool cookbook, I would check out The Sous Chef, written by the one and only Beth Dooley. She also writes for the Star Tribune, and she's featured periodically on KARE 11, the local NBC affiliate. And yes, Beth created some recipes for us very early on as well. I don't think we're going to cover those recipes today, but
they're on the website.
They're on the website. So if you go to the recipes section of our website, you will get a lot of ideas. One thing we want to try to do for you all is make these things easy. We love to delight and surprise you with our flavors and the recipes, but we also know most of you are quite busy. So because there's so much flavor in each one of our jars, really if you just add it to a dish, it's going to be elevated naturally.
Easy. So, John, you want to give everybody a quick shot of the top sticker?
Yes.
So that's some of our kind of go-tos, like fruit, like apples, pears, bananas, bagels. I love to put it on oatmeal. I love to put it on sweet potatoes. It's great with squash. I think you could adapt this sauce as, keep it a dipping sauce. I think it would go really well with like pork or something like that. It's pretty versatile. Think of, things that you like kind of sweet, savory mixed with. Yeah. It goes great on a cheese platter. It is the gateway.
And for the quick fix, I just put this on some gluten-free toast, sliced banana. Sometimes I'll get real fancy and top it with hemp hearts. Shout out to Manitoba Harvest. Or I'll put some blueberries on there. Jess is more of a purist.
No, I don't like the blueberries.
Yeah. But she shoots me down every time I do that. I say, hey, teach their own. Potato, tomato, paprika, right?
Okay, so I'm going to get kind of started with the main course. And then after this, we are going to highlight the diversity and versatility, I guess would be a better word, and make a fun, easy little dessert. And so the kids were chomping at the bit to help us, and so Maeve and Eli, they make an appearance towards the end to help us with dessert.
Now, Amy asked a question, how do we pair flavors with a specific nut?
I think it's not more the nut, it's more the flavor of the nut butter. So one thing I love about nuts is that they're pretty neutral. Granted, there's like undertones where walnut, for example, has more natural tannins, a little bitter. So I think that's why when I was kind of making up the recipes, I was thinking of really savory mushroom, thyme, rosemary, things like that. The cashew has natural sweetness. So I think the sweetness that comes from the sun-dried tomatoes and the basil plays well with that. And pecans, pecan might be my favorite nut. And I don't know, I just kind of was playing around. So I think to answer the question, for cashew and walnut, I would say think of how you would eat something with cheese or maybe a hummus. More savory. Yeah. You're not going to want to put walnut on an apple. At least I wouldn't want to. I would think more like we put it on egg toast, and I make pizzas with it, and some really savory things: meat, cheese, savory.
Yeah.
I think the cashew is a little more in the middle, and this one you can kind of really go either way. You could go totally sweet with the fruit, or real savory with things like a rice pilaf or a sweet potato, even though that's sweet. I hope that answers your question.
Fun fact about pecans, good healthy fats, high in fiber as well, good amount of protein content. All of our stuff is non-GMO, gluten-free, free of palm oil. We don't use stabilizers. You'll notice the texture of this flavor is a little bit more thin. That's just an innate characteristic of the pecan.
Okay, while we have our rice noodles, I just picked up some pad thai noodles from our local co-op. I'm also going to mix in some zucchini zoodles, and I have some shredded kale slaw that has kale and cabbage and carrots in there. You can shred your own. I like to save myself the work, and I bought it shredded, so cheated a little bit on Friday. So while our noodles are cooking, about 9 minutes, I'm going to put the sauce together. Again, the recipe that's on our website is for the dipping sauce, so I tripled it. So I have 3/4 cup of water. I have 3 teaspoons of fish sauce, and I put in about 3 teaspoons-ish of sriracha just because we can handle a little more heat. I have 1.5 limes here that I'm going to juice. And then also we're going to do some chopped cilantro. I have 3 cloves of garlic because I really like garlic. And then we have one fairly big shallot. And we're going to also top all this off with 6 tablespoons of turmeric maple pecan.
This guy. And as you probably know, we got a fun giveaway going on right now, you guys. Very straightforward. Follow our friends Get Crafted. Follow Humble Nut Butter. Leave a comment, and one random winner will win.
What are they going to win, John?
They will win. I'm sorry, it's Cook with Crafted. These guys are going to kill me. It's the second time I've done that. It's Cook with Crafted. By now you know, if you look at the story. So you will win a jar of each flavor. You'll win a free pack on the house.
Okay, cameraman.
Cook with Crafted.
You want to... This is where Jan's, my mother's cooking tips come in. So, I mean, this isn't probably anything mind-blowing, but it's kind of fun to do. Trim off the ends, use the flat side of the knife, whack it,
Whack!
whack, and then the skin comes off really easy. And kind of helps keep your fingers from smelling a ton like garlic. And then you can either chop it, use garlic press. I have a garlic press somewhere. It's escaped me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a rough chop.
And if you're tuning in late, this is Chef Yi Vang's recipe. It's a great dip for spring rolls. It's a fish sauce. Put it this way, man.
I'm also going to kind of show a little trick that I use for chopping onions. I cut it in half, and then I slice all the way until not quite through, and then I slice down, and then when I slice off the layers, they're already kind of chopped in little squares. Kind of a fun trick. I don't remember where I learned it.
That is fun.
It is a fun trick. And it works with celery. So if you want to dice celery, you can go. It's kind of fun.
You get awfully close to your fingertips there. I could not do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a classically trained chef, so.
But hey,
chop with
you do a heck of a job.
With caution, everybody. Don't lose a finger. Tip. Okay. So I've got it all in my little bowl. I'm gonna kind of whip it up.
We got the failed foodie in the house. We got Sarah in the house. We got Amy in the house.
All right, it's coming together. And now,
bear with us, guys. We're playing with the angles here. I want to make sure you can see what Jess has on her prep table here.
Okay. My noodles. I had 9 minutes on the timer, but I think they're done just by looking at them. So I'm going to take these out. John, while I'm rinsing my noodles in cool water, why don't you talk to everybody about something?
Hey, everybody. What are you guys doing for the weekend? It's Friday, Memorial Day weekend. I'm looking forward to this dinner tonight. Jess has some delicious salmon fillets over here too. This recipe was created by Chef. That's right, Maeve reminded us that Memorial Day is not on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Pro tip, if anybody was curious. This Turmeric Maple Pecan is it's actually our best seller. I probably shouldn't admit that, but it is, followed very closely by our cashew. People also love walnut because it's just interesting. This is the gateway to savory nut butters, as you may have heard us say already. You want to give all of our products a good stir from the bottom of the jar. You will see natural oil separation. It's completely natural. There's a lot of health benefits. And as you remember, we don't make bold health claims. We just use the right foods and healthy ingredients and let the food speak for itself, right? Ginger is good for your immune system. It helps fight off bacteria. It's an anti-inflammatory, as is turmeric. Turmeric's an anti-inflammatory. It helps anti-aging. It's high in antioxidants as well. And both turmeric and ginger are anti-inflammatories themselves. So it's pretty cool.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
You got it.
All right, I'm just gonna give my fillets here some salt. I have a little oil in my pan. It's on kind of medium-high heat. I'm just gonna give them a little sear.
Sarah asked what we're making. Sarah may have been late to the party. It's all good. Fashionably late, Sarah. I like it. We are making Chef Yi Vang's fish sauce.
It's screaming. Eli's not excited about it, but I am. Chef Yevang, local chef, but critical acclaim, national recognition, hometown boy.
Are we calling it a spring roll sauce?
He made this recipe as a spring roll dipping sauce, but I found the sauce so delicious that I thought, the next time I make this, I'm going to, there we go. The next time I make this, I'm going to make a bigger batch and put it on something where I can enjoy more of it.
Okay, so let's get a shot at the table
my
again.
idea was to triple the recipe and then use it as a sauce over a cold noodle salad and have some lovely salmon fillets on the side with yet again more delicious Chef Yevang Turmeric Maple Pecan dipping sauce. It sounds a little hot, so I'm going to turn it down to medium. While that's cooking, I'm going to finish off my sauce. First, I'm going to follow John's instructions, and I'm going to mix my nut butter, reincorporate some of the oil separation. We don't want to pour the oil off. Why don't we want to pour the oil off, John? Because we don't want to have dry little bits at the bottom. We don't want to lose any of the flavor, and all of this oil that's here is natural. There's no added oils. It's all supposed to be there.
I can show the folks what it looks like up close.
Yeah.
So, in addition to the pecans, guys, we've got turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and some nutmeg in here. It's a nice, subtle sweetness. There's organic maple sugar as well. So there's some subtle sweetness, but it's rounded out with some warm spice.
And there's a lot of flavor in the sauce, so I'm not, all I'm doing is like a little salt and pepper on my fillets. You'll probably also notice I was putting a little salt and pepper in my sauce. I think just doing it to taste is fine, but there are specific instructions in the notes from Chef Yevang.
What can I get you?
I had, there they are. Measuring spoons. So I am going to measure out 6 tablespoons of nut butter. One other cautionary note, turmeric will stain, so you might not want to make this while wearing white jeans, a white dress, anything white, unless you are okay with bleaching it. So 3.
I'm getting hungry.
I know. I'm really excited to eat.
What do you guys have for dinner tonight?
I bet there's going to be a lot of grilling this weekend. Hopefully people tuned into Wednesday's edition and saw a couple of walnut recipes for burgers some grilled asparagus.
It's asparagus season. Take advantage, you guys. And we started with Sunday basil cashew last week. What do we make with that? I forget already.
Another great kind of elevated grilling kind of thing, some corn.
That's right.
Kind of a riff on the Mexican corn that you can get from elote. Is that
elote? Yeah, I believe it's Ecuadorian style corn.
Yeah, so grill your corn, boil your corn, give a nice smear of cashew butter. And
if you can see in the back, we got Javi the dog. Maeve has her iPad in hand. She's also managing her little brother. She's trying to escort Javi back in so as to not interrupt Crab Admiral. But nice work, Maeve. Nice work.
All right. I'm just going to whisk together my sauce. Made a pretty big batch. This will probably keep in the fridge for, I would say like a day-ish. just because the cilantro and everything will get kind of mush if you keep it in the fridge too long, but it is a nice, healthy batch.
You can smell the salmon cooking. It smells great.
Yeah, I think
Might
our
have to open the
salmon's
window.
ready. Alright, so I have my cold noodles, my cool noodles. I didn't chill them. But I think this would make a really great like salad to bring to a barbecue, especially on a hot day. You don't always want to eat hot things. And to kind of make it a little more, John likes to watch his figure. So we're always minding our carbs here in the Waller household.
You make me sound so high maintenance. Is that because I am?
You're a little high. So we're good, but you know we could all use more vegetables in our life. So
at least I'm not imposing things that like wouldn't. That would be a big burden for everybody, right? Like to eat clean, eat good, feel good, right?
yeah, and my hands are clean, folks. I'm not going to touch the dog, and you know even if I did, it's our own food. Yes.
I can help you.
Okay. Maybe John's going to help me with some technical difficulties. I'm just trying to kind of intersperse the zoodles, the zucchini noodles, with the rice noodles. It's going relatively well. Maybe not exactly how I envisioned it in my head, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I might have slightly overcooked the rice noodles, so just word to the wise. It said 10 minutes on the box, but I did under 9 minutes and they still seem a little bit sticky. Might be better if they were more al dente. They cook fast, which is good. I like when things cook fast. Okay. So, I'm going to mix in my slaw. Probably any slaw would work for this. But
Guys,
the
I
kale.
apologize. I keep shifting the screen, but I want to make sure you guys can see Jess's work here in the frame.
I think this looks really pretty.
And you're going to see this dip. It's quite colorful. You know, that turmeric really brings out not only a bunch of flavor, but a bunch of color.
Yeah. Now, I thought this bowl would be too big, but I'm finding the bowl that I started with is feeling too small. Although Javi is happy to clean up all of my spills, which I appreciate from him. But I'm going to move it into a bigger bowl so I can really toss the sauce into the salad. And I think, you know, you could garnish this with some more lime wedges, let people put more lime on there.
For those wondering what kind of dog Javi is, that's a great question. Mm-hmm. We call him a Boxador Plus. He's got some boxer, he's got lots of lab. He might have Great Dane or Greyhound. It's anybody's guess. We'll find out at some point. We'll have to get a DNA test. He came from Texas. We've had Javi for about a month now. Pretty good dog. Pretty good dog. He's a sweetheart. He eats a lot of things. He ate a hat today. He also ate a pen. And now he's having a little leftover slaw, a little spillage.
Yeah, okay. It's good. Rough.
Better than the pen.
Yes. So, that was sauce. I'm gonna, like any good chef, taste your goods.
What do you think?
John tasted many batches of nut butter, so I trust his palate.
It's great.
Mm-hmm. It's flavorful.
It's got a good amount of salt, a little bit of heat.
A little bit of heat, but not too much. Just gonna blab it on.
Don't spill on your fancy dress.
Lovely.
Or is it a jumper?
This would qualify as a jumper.
Okay. What's a romper?
Or yes, a romper.
Is that what?
A romper,
What's
a
the difference
jumper.
between a jumper and a romper?
It's a great question.
I
believe a romper
why?
is more of a, so this would be a jumpsuit because it has full legs. A
Okay.
romper would be like if it was shorts. Then I believe it qualifies as a romper.
Shorts equals romper.
Mm-hmm.
Noted.
Oh, this looks so yummy.
Yeah, it does.
So good. I'm really glad I'm free.
I love some cilantro.
So I just think would be, I'm gonna, next time we're invited to an outdoor cookout, I'm totally gonna make this. I want everybody to see. I don't know if it translates on screen enough, but it looks really, really yummy. And it tastes good. So, John, want to grab me 2 plates?
I would love to.
Up, and we'll have to put it out of reach of Bobby, and then I promised I would call Meg in to help with take 2. How are we doing on time, by the way?
We're good. It's 5:30.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So
6:30 Eastern.
I put a nice little thing like that with the salmon fillet.
Who else do we have in the chat? I'm wondering if Bruce has called in from Dallas.
Oh, no.
Maggie from Chicago. Annie from Kansas City. Ellen from Chicago. Although Ellen, I believe, is in Cincy right now.
Oh. Hanging with the Gull side.
I think so.
Nice.
That looks fantastic.
Want to take a picture
This
of that?
is like...
Put it on the gram?
I mean, guys, come on. Come on. Fantastic.
And the
And to
nice
think it all
thing
started
about,
with this little guy.
The nice thing about cold noodle salads is you don't have to worry about it getting cold. Just let it hang.
Yeah, I gotta take a picture here for the gram.
Alright, more sauce. Delicious. So just to give you a sense of like how much this made, so I used probably half of the zoodles, about half of the slaw, half the box of the rice noodles. The triple recipe of the sauce still yielded me some extra. So you could make easily dinner for 4, or maybe even more with this by tripling the recipe. So I'm going to put this over with John's plate. I'm going to clear up a little bit. Anybody have questions about the incredible Chef Yevang's dipping sauce recipe? While I kind of clear things up.
We gotta give props to you too, because you just whipped that up. That's
Thanks,
impressive.
John.
Nice work.
Thanks.
Bruce is on, by the way.
What's up,
Welcome, Bruce. Happy Friday.
Everything's
Failed
here in
Foodie
Texas.
was impressed.
Thanks.
He was impressed by your dish.
Alright. The nice thing about being the cook in the house is that John tends to do a lot of the cleanup. So,
I don't mind.
thank you in advance for cleaning up all
I also
that.
like to listen to some podcasts while I'm doing it.
I discovered a new podcast today. I find it fascinating and very entertaining. It's called The Imposter the Spy. And I'm only like 2.5 episodes in, but it's kind of like is this guy for real or is he not for real? He says he's a CIA spy, but the CIA says he wasn't a spy.
Okay, I don't know. I got a lot of podcasts already in rotation. I'm
I
not
know.
convinced yet. Do you want to walk folks through one last time
One last
what we
time.
have on this dish? Let's start
Okay.
with the slaw, Jess.
The slaw is a 50-50 mix of rice noodles and zoodles, which are zucchini noodles. And so it's like 1/3 noodle, 1/3 zoodle, 1/3, and I got a kale slaw, but any sort of cabbage slaw. Hi. And I topped this with the sauce and just tossed it together. Then I just seared some salmon with a little salt and pepper. And again, more of the Chef Yevang sauce. Dinner, I can't wait.
Looks fantastic.
Okay.
All right. Is that all we have for folks?
That's how we have for take 1. I promised 2
Okay.
ways. So
We are true to our word. We got one more dynamite
We have
recipe
one
for
more.
you. Do you want me to grab Meg?
grab Maeve, yeah. I promised her that she could help, so
You want to help with
Maeve Catherine, budding chef in the making, and just, not that I'm any award-winning parent, but I have found when kids cook the meal with you, they love it that much more. Okay, would you like to help too? Okay. going to assist her brother with some technical difficulties. I'm going to bring in a chair so Maeve can help me.
Texas Spice uses red cabbage in their slaw.
I think, Is it red cabbage is actually purple, right? Like a red onion is actually purple.
Could be.
Maybe you can help Elijah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to find our ice cream scooper. So we're gonna do a little banana split, humble nut butter style. I've got, you guessed it, turmeric maple pecan. So it's pretty crazy that something we just made an Asian dipping sauce with, we're now gonna put on vanilla bean ice cream. But Maeve has made this with me before, and trust me, it's delicious. Okay. Maeve, how was your week?
Good.
Good?
I have no idea what I'm going to get on this sunlight test, but I did the calendar ones, and they were really easy. Well, they weren't easy, but spelling words and the high frequency was what?
Awesome.
The high frequency.
So we're aiming for 100 plus how many ever challenge words you did, correct? That's what we're aiming for?
Like 100 plus 1 and 2 and 3, and I got 4 and 5. You only need 100 plus 6
to be like a superset. Okay, so I've got a banana.
Yeah.
I split it for our banana split. I'm using this, it's actually I think like a cocktail glass, but I think it looks really cute for an ice cream sundae.
Do you need to top it with the last ingredient we did in the giveaway? The hamburgers?
Yeah.
Okay.
So another company that we've become here, let me do it and then you can push the button just to plop it out. Another company that we've worked with in the past is Manitoba Harvest.
Manitoba Harvest makes these shelled hemp hearts. This happens to be organic, 10 grams of protein, 12 grams of omega-3s. They suggest trying it on yogurt, smoothies, and salads. Or we came up with this fun little banana split. And we happened to do this last summer on National Banana Split Day. Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunk? There's a holiday for everything, guys. It's almost a little much, right?
Okay. So, maybe you want to be our sprinkler? I'll be our drizzler. So I've just got some banana, I have some vanilla bean gelato, but any sort of ice cream, whether you're French vanilla or I'm a vanilla bean kind of gal. Also probably like butter pecan ice cream. My dad was a big butter pecan ice cream guy. Would be good. So we're gonna do this. Maybe you want to sprinkle some hemp hearts.
Yeah, just use it.
I don't care.
Just a little bit there.
And I'm also
So we used hemp hearts last time? I can't remember.
we did
Nice.
little sprinkle
Look
of
at this, guys.
chopped pecans.
All right.
All right, Nick, do you want to be the taste tester?
Yes! I always wanted to be the taste tester.
Vanilla ice cream, bananas, turmeric maple pecan, some hemp hearts, and crushed pecans on top.
Because who doesn't need,
Here,
omega-3s
let's, I'm gonna
along
bring that up a little
with their
bit.
dessert? Balance it out.
I get dessert first.
Yeah, it's
Special
Friday. We good?
Good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Pretty easy. I mean, that was like
Super
a 45-second recipe.
Yeah. And it's really, really good.
And there you have it, folks. Dessert
Time to
first.
bake.
Anything else?
I think that's it. That's
Any
gonna
other
close it
questions
out
before
for
we
Friday.
wrap up?
Lemons. Get some of that.
Texas Spice uses Trader Joe's roasted whole flax seeds with fruit.
Ooh.
Whole flax seeds. That sounds like something a competitive swimmer would come up
It does.
with, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Respect.
Flax seeds, chia seeds.
We have customers that are competitive cyclists,
Mhm.
runners, triathletes,
New moms. Leah.
Competitive.
Hungry results if you're on.
What?
Congratulations
Who's the new
on
mom?
baby Rupert.
Our friend Lori. She lives in Rochester, Minnesota. Competitive swimmers like our stuff. And regular folks. You don't have to be an athlete. You have to appreciate savory foods, transparent ingredients.
7-year-olds.
7-year-olds like it.
Want to expand your 7-year-old savory palate beyond
Every
nacho
school party.
cheese and pizza?
Or ranch or buffalo wing flavor.
Yeah. Or
There's
cookie
a lot that you
dough.
can do with savory, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We love to see your feedback. We love to get your recipe ideas. Tag us on Instagram. If you want a chance to win this giveaway, follow us. Follow Cook with Crafted on Instagram. And
let us
you
know
left comments.
what you think of these live streams. If you want to see more demos of our recipes, let us know and we'll keep doing it.
And thank you to the Crafted team for setting all this up. It was a lot of fun. We'll do it again.
We will.
And I think we're going to sign out. Have a nice, relaxing Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Stay safe. Have some fun. Eat some savory nut butter. And that's all I got.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Happy Fourth.
Take care.